Okay, day 137, part 4. I'm putting up part 3, so I don't know exactly when that'll actually end up rendering. And yes, the haircut is short. But what I was trying to do with part 3 is just background. I'm not trying to make any statements or anything. I'm just trying to get everybody to think about background in the sense that uranium has to come from Kazakhstan to the United States. It's being processed in some way. In uranium-1, it has to leave the United States. It's being processed in some way. So all I'm really trying to do is just share with you videos of how Cameco does that processing, how closely Cameco and Urenco are tied together. Cameco is kind of like Shinkolobwe mine in Wyoming. There's a big mine in Saskatchewan where the technology was developed. There's a big mine in the middle part of Kazakhstan, kind of down toward the near Tashkent. So just trying to get everybody to see that the credibility of Deep Uranium, when he was talking to me so long ago, like a year ago, and the number of people that Deep Uranium is talking to and about is a lot of people. So there's a lot of different perspectives. So that's better than just one perspective, although I saw, with Tony Schaefer's book, it's a 5-month, Heart of Darkness book, or Dark Heart. I kind of call it Heart of Darkness because he's kind of going into one part of Afghanistan, and he's talking about the operations in one part of Afghanistan. But really, Deep Uranium is really like 12 Dark Hearts, or however many people are involved. And it's over a lot longer period of time. It's over decades. So I'm not trying to write Heart of Darkness for Deep Uranium. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to say that there's a lot of experience there about how you get Uzbeki truckers and how you get the Saipovs and how you get the families and how you recruit them and how you bring them into the areas, and then how you train pilots and how how the yellow cake and white cake come together, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The yellow cake is not as valuable. It's going to travel by truck. The white cake's extremely valuable. It's like more valuable than gold, although once it gets to be yellow cake, it starts going up in value, uranium. But how the two kind of get married together in Pakistan is the key idea that I'm trying to get across. And then as it comes over, then they both go their own ways. I mean, the uranium's going to go its direction toward, nuclear fuel uses, the power plants, the weapons uses, the experimental reactors, and so forth. And then the white cake is going to go its own way. The white cake is going to go toward universities, typically, and large metropolitan areas, toward universities with the SEIU janitor, and it's going to be the SEIU janitor. So when you see this path, the yellow and the white coming together, the yellow on top, white on the bottom, coming over to the United States, it would obviously take differing routes. I mean, the uranium is going to go in the direction of those customers, and the white cake is going to go in the direction of those customers, which is a lot more bigger network, is what I'm trying to say. So try to keep your mind open to how actually this product is moving. We have the Maersk and other types of vessels pretty well worked out for the long blue deep water part of the thing. But then how does it actually move to the universities? How's it moving around, especially the white cake? So I'm just going on based on what Deep Uranium is saying, is that the white cake moves by plane. It's too valuable, and you don't want a chance of it being intercepted along the road. Now, I'm sure some comes along the road and comes into Fort Huachuca down there at the International Port of Huachuca on the Arizona border. But once it gets there, it flies until it gets to these regional airports. So just keep your mind open to that. Keep your mind open to, these fly-ins where, everybody flies into the Flying J Ranch and all the motorcycle gangs come in for the weekend, or all the rich guys come in for the weekend, or whatever those are, and then everybody goes their own separate ways. Those are the types of that's the kind of thinking, off the chart, off the grid kind of thinking that I'm trying to encourage. Again, I'm not trying to solve the case all at once. I'm just trying to put out there the type of out-of-the-box thinking that it's going to take to actually, when the emails do come, when we finally do get the emails, we'll have a better, wider purview, a wider perspective to be able to put all the pieces together. For instance, if you just think they're going to say, we need to ship the drugs from Pakistan to here, it's not going to make a lot of sense. But now when you have an admiral in the Navy negotiating with somebody in Pakistan, which Haqqani, and you've got Mike Mullen negotiating for 3 days with Haqqani, the foreign minister of Pakistan, it starts making sense rather than reading everything literally, keeping an open, keeping an open mind on the whole end-to-end traffic.